Well, good evening, people. Where to start? Right, Maxine's just read me an article. It's a newspaper article, but it's posted on Google. And apparently, some experts are baffled as to why 30% of the population of England, they mentioned England specifically, not Great Britain, so we'll go with that, have not caught COVID, where the other 70% have. So, why have the 30% not caught COVID when everybody else has? Well, quite simply, there is no COVID to catch. So what? Anyway, so yeah, it just baffled the hell out of me as to why these experts think that. But these experts also said that people may have caught the COVID, but thought it was just a cold. Well, it probably was just a cold. It's not COVID, right? And they mentioned about they might have tested negative for the COVID. Well, you can't test for COVID. PCR test isn't a test. We've said this before. So there's 70% of morons out there who are going around thinking they've tested positive for a funny blue and red and yellow virus particle. Quite comical. Anyway, the mind boggles, mate. Anyway, so over the next couple of days, for those of us that are awake, and might face some ongoing oppression going forward when they revamp this bullshit, I want to make a couple of videos about what I think is the best approach to protect ourselves. And it may mean relocating to somewhere. Well, as I've said before, if it comes to the point of relocation, it needs to be near a water supply, fresh water supply, be it a lake or a river, doesn't really matter. Now, a place I've got in mind, I won't say where it is, right, but I'm going to try and leave some kind of clues about it, where it is, without the authorities taking on to it. It's up to them interfering. Because I've got this funny feeling over the next 6 to 18 months, things are going to get to a point where we may have to relocate ourselves. And you want to be as far away from civilization, or civilization as I call it, as is possible. So it's a case of, can you get there or not? Well, I'll leave some clues to where it might be-ish. But I think we're about to enter a completely new paradigm. The globalists are ramping up the fear porn, big scale. And I think it's going to come to a point where it is going to get blindingly obvious that even the asleep, some of them are going to awake to the fact they've been shafted up the jacksie. What they'll do is anybody's guess, because people go mad in crowds, and when they realise what's gone on, I hate to think people. So, yeah, I'll make a couple of videos over the weekend about where it is best to go. If you need to relocate, it may not come to that, but I've got a funny feeling it will, right? I cannot see at this point an overly bright end to the situation. It's going to go beyond bonkers, for want of a better word. So just keep yourself alert, be aware of your surroundings and what's going on from now on every day. Because I think things are going to ramp up to even a scale I never imagined. I've known for most of my life that at some point in my life things would change dramatically, because history tells us this. But even this caught me out. It's just gone beyond anything I expected, to be honest. But this is the way it's gone, and these globalists are absolutely desperate now. And an analogy could be corner a rat. If you corner a rat, it will leap at your throat and tear your jugular vein out to escape. And this is what the elites are at now. They are desperate to finish whatever it is they started. So they're going to pull out all the stops, people. So you've got to be aware and on your toes, literally. Anyway, enough of my ranting. I will leave you in peace. As ever, peace.